Hey, it is lunchtime. Let's work with this super cute wreath welcome sign. It is a kit available in our shop. If you want a link directly to our shop for the current availability, just type in the word Wreath Kit 261, all one word together, Wreath Kit 261, and our automated system will send you the link right to your Facebook Messenger. So super cute with the ladybugs, totally love it, with the bright green and the yellow and the black and the white, all the things. So the kit comes with the sign, the 10-inch pancake wreath frame. It comes with the roll of mesh, which we've already pre-done ahead of time for us to kind of get us going a little bit faster. It comes with the ribbons for the bow. It comes with the ribbons for the ribbon tails, which are super cute little ladybugs, and the zip tie mounts, and these are the zip tie mounts and the pipe cleaners that you need. So come on in, say hello. I am excited to be doing this today. We've had this kit selling, and so I will need to make sure I get the video done for it. First things first, let's add our pipe cleaners to our frame while folks are joining. Come on in. Good morning. Good morning. Aren't the carrots? I sold 4 carrots last night online, so those carrots are super popular. So get to making. Get to making. I'm going to add our pipe cleaners first. We're going to add it to all of the spots that have the hole in the notch like combination. Okay, so everywhere that there's a hole in a. Why is my phone doing that? That's weird. Can y'all hear me? Oh, I know why. Sorry, I'm on the button. I'm like, why is that go? Thank you, Linda. I'm like, why is that button? Why is it telling me that my volume is going on and off? Thank you very much, dear. Okay, sorry. Whew. Okay, so anyways, so we're putting one pipe cleaner in every single one of those spots. The other small but big detail is I'm making sure the pipe cleaners go in a certain way. So let me show you. So the twist tie on the outside of the frame is like right on top of that hole there. And the twist tie on the inside is really close to the notch, but it's on top, okay? So it's on the outside, it's by the hole. On the inside, see, there's the hole. We're going on the inside. Okay, I'm glad you can hear me. It was weird. It was like this thing kept going on and off. I'm like, why is it doing that? Also, good news, and I don't know if it's bad news for you, but good news. We did reach our good number for our in-person event in July. So I did close the doors. If you're interested, please just reach out to me. I do have more seats available, but I think the number that we have right now is really good. So small, intimate, lovely, all the things. Hi, good morning. So if you're looking for the wreath kits available, this is a kit. If you're looking for the available ones, just type in the word Wreath Kit 261, all one word. Wreath Kit 261. All one word. So that will get you to my share and save link. And when you click on that specific link that comes to you, then it helps me with Etsy to not have to pay all of their extra fees. Sometimes, I'm like, why? But anyways, good morning. So if you've previously typed that word in, Wreath Kit 261, I'm not sure if it'll send you the link again. It's the same link, so I'm not sure. So the ladybugs are always a classic. So this is what we look like so far. Okay. All right. Then let's prep some of the mesh. So we have two different kinds of mesh that are going to go in this design. The first one, good morning. The first one, off your roll of mesh, I want you to cut 6 pieces at 20 inches long. 6 pieces, 20 inches long. That's the first 6. So let's do what we got to do with those. Okay, this is the first 6. I'm going to pull. Oh, also, I took my time. Shelly, it's a Wreath Kit 261. Just like Melody did. Wreath Kit 261. I finally ordered my favorite wire cutters. It's been too long without those ones. I said, forget it. I'm just going to order them. All right. The name of this game is to make our 10-inch frame still 24 inches wide. I'm going to try to stop spinning. Sorry. Braces are on my nerves. So we're not going to roll the mesh up directly up the center. We're going to do it a little bit off to the side. So we're going to call this the Pancake Petite design, number 1. Number 2, it's not the full Pancake Petite because the sign that we're using is 12 inches. So that eliminates one extra step that we don't need. So we just eliminate that altogether. Eliminate the time and save the supplies for something different, okay? What brand is your mini hot glue gun? Yes. Yeah, hold on, let me get those for you. I'll get them for you. 1 second. The hot glue gun is, I'll tell you exactly what it is. Sorry, I'll tell you exact Amundo. It is this one. This is the glue gun and the glue that I get. Hey Kathy, I'm doing good. That's the glue gun and the glue that I get. Is it there? Did it post yet? It should post. Okay. All right, so we're going to take our 20-inch piece. It's the first 6 20-inch piece. And I'm going to roll a little bit, roll a little bit, and scrunch the rest. Cheryl, I texted you. Cheryl's coming to our event in July. We have Montana, Florida, Indiana, a few from Michigan, and then a couple that I don't know. Did that post? Did that post? I didn't see it. Okay, so I'm gonna roll at the end, scrunch the center, roll up the other end. Okay, so we did it with the curl up. I'm gonna flip it over, and it's gonna go in the outside of our frame. Okay, it's gonna go in the outside twist tie. Oh, that's cool, Catherine. Hi, Angie. That's cool. All right, I'm gonna go right in the outside, okay? So you see I did not add a pipe cleaner, or I'm sorry, a zip tie to it. Crisscross, twist, twist. Okay? That goes in the outside twist tie. Did I hit the post button? It's filtering out my own comments. It's filtering out comments from me? What? Okay, let's see if I can do this a different way. No, didn't go through? What the heck? Hey Marlena, hey everyone. All right, hold on. Let's see if I can post it this way. Oh, I can't do it from there. Oh, why isn't it? It's filtering me out. Like I belong here. Let's try to go in as something else. It's nice when you have the exact one I use, right? Plus, and it's affiliate link, so that works, helps me also. I was talking to someone today about you know what? I'll just post it right now. This is what you're asking for? I'm just posting it on my page right this second so that you can see it. And it'll just always be there. And then I can always send you back to that. I get distracted sometimes. It's fine. There. I posted it directly to the page, so it's there. The cutters, I have to get you a separate link. The that's different. That's completely different. All right, are you ready? It is. It's like a fine tip. It's like a fine tip glue gun at the top. So we did the 20-inch first 6 pieces, 20 inches. Then the next 6 pieces that you're going to cut. I don't care if you're cutting with your scissors or the rotary cutter. I prefer you to use the rotary cutter, but you could use your scissors if you don't have the rotary cutter, okay? So the next 6 pieces you're going to cut at 10 inches. 10 inches. I'm freezing. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it just like the it's like, you know, wants to curl in all on its own already. So I'm just going to let it curl in, and then I'm going to adjust it just a little bit. I want to make sure that the line here that's flat instead of like this. Okay, I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be just like this. Okay. And then also, I'm going to, just like I rolled that about 2 inches from the bottom, I'm going to scrunch this about 2 inches from the bottom also. And scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. The number one thing, how about this? I'll just make up, right after this, I'll make one post with all the stuff that y'all need. Okay, I'll do that. So I'm going to post this. The number one thing I'm watching to make sure of, I want this to be level with this. Like I want those two things to be touching. I don't want it to be out too far. I don't want it to be in too far. I want it to appear like it's all one big circle when we're done. So I'm going to make sure wherever I put that in here makes this level. Does that make sense? Ooh, Lily, that sounds fantastic. That sounds good. That's one thing I really want to get into very soon, are smoothies. The kids love smoothies. They're into like shakes in the morning. That's next on my list, actually. So we're going to be doing some smoothies. All right, so I'm going to alternate and go and put these in just like I did. I'm going to put the 20-inch piece on the outside, the 10-inch piece on the inside. 20, 10, 20, 10. I'm going to do that all the way around. And I already have them pre-done for us. Again, this is a wreath kit, so if you comment the word wreath kit, our automated system will send you the link directly to our shop for our available wreath kits. So we've had 6 different kits sell out already, but we still have, I think, 3 available. And then I have more coming. So we have the 20 inch. We're going to go in again with the 10 inch. Also with the curl, I want you to make sure that that seam is going down. Okay. So if the seam is up, you have potential for the door and all these things to move and fray that more. It's still going to happen on the bottom, but if it's on the top, you're going to see it more, right? So if the seam goes on the bottom, that will help and be an extra, just an extra thing that helps in the end. Again, I did zip tie these. You don't need zip ties, and zip ties do not come with the kit. It was just to help this move along a little bit faster. So those are the 10-inch curls, and then the 20-inch. Now look at this one. How it ended up, not great, right? Not great. This is where my little hack is gonna come in and help us in the end. Okay, my little hack that I'm obsessed with now. And move that over. And attach it right in. Okay, 10-inch. The so I've taken a lot over to the boutique in the last few days, and several have sold. So the wreath kit that I took over there, that was the colorful ladybugs, that one sold yesterday. The birdhouse wreaths, those ones sold. The wreath with the carrot, that one sold. So all the things I've been showing you lately, hot to trot. Going right in, one after another, seam down, making sure they're close to one another as possible. This mesh with the border edge, first of all, it's super cute. Secondly, it catches on everything. Notice the end here. You see how there's like those little tiny little things that peeking out? Those things catch on everything. So annoying. The mesh is so cute. So, oh hey, yeah, you are live. I've been doing a lot of lunchtime lives. Tonight I have coaching in design school. Right after we're done here, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to make. Suggestions, welcome. If you're in design school, you'll be in there with me tonight. Let me know what you want to see me making. I'm ready. Oh, I got to show you. Oh, shoot. I got to show you something I just recently made for coaching. It's actually an emergency. We do things like, so if something happens to us, you know, last minute, we still want to make sure we have a video available for y'all. And I just made, because I had already used my emergency, and sweet little Megan had an emergency, so she had to dip into her video, and so that reminded me that I had to make another one. Long story. Anyways, but oh my gosh, you should see the wreath I made. It is so, it's gorgeous. I don't know when y'all will get to see it, but whenever you do, like the video, whenever it has to be posted, it's fantastic. Those are just for emergency though, so hopefully, for my sake, it's not anything soon. All right, just enough room for this last one. Also, I just want to point that out. Like, it comes together. We're just gonna move it in. We want to make sure that all those spots are in. And then our hack that I'm going to use every single time, no matter what, on this design is going to help us in the end for sure. Okay. All right. Number one, we don't need the pipe cleaners for this particular design. We don't need the pipe cleaners anymore that had the 10-inch piece. Can I suggest a monogram pancake? Was struggling with the placement to keep the trimmed bubbled edges for not showing. Ooh, can you still use the monogram, but also put in like a plain wood piece underneath that maybe you could paint white, or you could paint black, or you could paint tan. You could paint it tan and put polka dots on it. You could, whatever, but just a plain piece of wood underneath to support. Goodness gracious, I want you to see that one so bad. Jacqueline, she's in Vegas. She's doing fantastic right now. She's in Vegas for work, so she's doing fantastic. Amber, I thought about that the other day. Actually, I was going to grab a monogram and make a monogram just for an example, and I wanted to use it on the Pancake Petite, and I was thinking then, I was like, man, you would still see, but if I used a wood piece under a plane, I think that would be so perfect. I don't even know what Bridgeton is. So I'm so sorry, Carol. I have no idea what that is. In design school, can you do some more stuffed pancake? I've been struggling with, like big, Tanya, or like big or pancake, like fluffy on the pancake frame, or pancake with stuffings. Those are two different things. Flat and stuffed, or fluffy and stuffed, because you can do it all on the frame. You can, I'm just saying. All right, so we're gonna take now on top of the 10-inch piece, we're gonna take those pipe cleaners and eliminate them so that they're not in our way, they're not, giving us any nothing. We're gonna just twist those babies and get them out of here so that they're not confusing to what we're doing next. Amber, I think that's a great idea. I would love to see when you have it done. The only reason why I didn't even do it, and I was going to do it the other day, is because I didn't have a flat wooden round. Yes, Heather's doing fantastic. My friend Heather, who has now beat breast cancer with a double mastectomy, reconstruction, all the things, and what is it? Thyroid cancer. She does have the cancer gene, so she's being monitored all the time. She's watching, doing all the things. You guys, this, I couldn't find, so listen, I'm going to talk to you about this thing for a second. It's a 6-inch. I had this brand before, and one of the events that I went to, I took it with me because I like to have my own tools, and then I forgot it or left it or what the heck ever, and I've never replaced it. I've just been using my husband's. And so I have looked online, I did all the things. It doesn't come by itself anymore. In the 6-inch particularly, not the stinking 7-inch, in the 6-inch, in a good brand. I've tried them, all of them. This one came in a kit with several other things, including the needle nose that we use to like help put things in, when we can't get our fingers in there, and a couple other tools that I don't need, but I wanted this one so bad. This exact, it fits in my hand perfectly, strong, perfect. It's perfect. I wanted it so bad that I bought the whole dang thing. It wasn't crazy expensive, but I didn't need all of them. Okay. Anyways, are you cutting the pipe cleaners off the ruffles? So off the 10-inch piece, off the curl. Okay. So the 20-inch piece for this particular design, for this one only. Okay. Even if I do this around the outside, sometimes it's different. So just for this one, because I'm using a 12-inch round sign, okay? So for this kit particularly, again, if you're interested in the kit, all you gotta do is type in the word Wreath Kit 261, all one word, and our automated system will send you the link, okay? So because this is gonna hide all of them, all the stuff that we don't wanna see, we don't have to do the third step of mesh that I would typically do for the Pancake Petite. So I could cut off the pipe cleaners off of the 10-inch curl. when you find that match, you gotta do 100%, Amber. I was distraught. I kept looking. I was distraught, but then I said, you know what? Forget it. I want it. I've been without this particular one for so long. I'm over it. I just want it. Hi, Mary. Okay, the next step goes on top of the 20-inch piece. This is your ribbon for the ribbon tails. Does anybody know, has anybody heard me say how you know in our kits, our ribbons come folded like this. How do you know which ones are for the ribbon tails and how do you know which ones are for the bow? How do you know? There's two ways. How do you know? I'm going to put a couple in while we're waiting, okay? So I took my cutie ribbon and I put it on top of the supporter ribbon, even though the cutie ribbon is 2.5 inches and the supporter ribbon is 1.5 inches. Are you on more than one page? I'm not seeing the comments you are responding to. No, I'm only on one page. And I didn't see my own comments that I posted, so it must be being filtered. I don't know. Okay? So even though the cutie pie ribbon is 2.5 inches and the supporter ribbon is 1.5 inches, I still want to see it this way because I still want to see those ladybugs more than the others. Yeah, the instructions will say. Good. The instructions will say. So on the listing, on the Etsy listing, it'll say 2.5 inch ladybug ribbon for the tails. It'll even tell you 6 tails, 14 inches long. Okay? That's one way. So if you're unsure, you can always look at the listing. Also, I know I need 6 tails. So if I took this ribbon and I'm counting it and I'm saying, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's not enough for my ribbon tails. Okay, so that's the two ways that you know. Is the small frame, this is the small frame, Patty. This is the 10-inch frame, yep. So that's the two ways I know. One, it describes the ribbons and what they're for on the actual listing of the wreath kit. And secondly, I know I need 6 14-inch pieces. These are folded in 14-inch, okay? These are folded in 14-inch. And so I know if I only have 4, it's not enough, right? Okay, so I'll set those ones aside. Those ones are for my bow. These ones are for my ribbon tails. I put the cutie pie on top. I put my favorite on the top and scrunched up the center out towards me. Nothing goes in the center of this wreath, okay? Tails have 6, yes. Nothing goes in the center because that big sign, that 12-inch sign, is going to go right in the center. So this is going to go in. I'm going to, on top of the 20-inch piece, goes in the pipe cleaner, crisscross, and I'm going to twist. Nothing else is going in here for this particular design. So I just twisted that 6 or 7 times so that when I cut off the excess, because I don't need it, and when I fluff these, this isn't gonna come loose. Jacqueline, when Aaron and I were trying to get pregnant, ladybugs are a sign of fertility. And when I was trying to get pregnant, ladybugs were my whole life. It was my identity. I tried everything. I was just going for pure luck at that point. We didn't have luck with biological children, but it all worked out absolutely perfect, and we ended up with the 2 most perfect children. Hi, Carolyn Gregory. Hi, Ruth. Hi, both of you. Good morning. Is it still morning? Good something. Okay. Also, I have a question. Oh, wait. The question on the floor is, if you're in coaching, someone suggested a stuffed pancake. Is there anything else? This week the theme is universal. So like every day. Thanks, darling. Thanks for sharing. I appreciate that. So is there anything y'all want to see tonight in coaching? In design school, fancy pants. In design school, Speaking of being on another page, I should share this to that pancake group that I have, right? I should be doing that. Okay, last one goes in. Now, for this kit, for this specific kit, nothing else is going inside. Nothing else is going on this, in the twist ties, in these particular twist ties, I should say it that way. So I'm going to cut off the excess. I'm going to cut off the excess. Okay. And now here's the important part. Small details, big thing. More ideas for using the sign extender. Ooh, I do have one that's recorded already. I got to post it. It's for using the sign extender for a candle ring. Ooh, I got to post it in my YouTube. How do you get into coaching design school? Jenny, the link for that is over at learnfrommelissa.com. There's a link there. It'll bring you to the sales page. It'll tell you all about it. Learnfrommelissa.com. That's where you can find that and all the links. Everything if you ever have a question, if you need my phone number, if you want to be on our email list, if you want anything, everything should be over there. There's a list of our favorite suppliers, there's a list of our favorite tools, there's a list of some free resources, there's a list of our social medias. Learn from Melissa with 2 S's, learnfrommelissa.com. Okay, important, small detail, big impact. Small detail helps you not be frustrated, okay? You ruffled those ribbons together, so they kind of folded together, they kind of ruffled together. And instead of it being like 2 separate ribbons, when you ruffled them, they smushed and became one. So we want to pull them apart, right? So I'm going to pull them apart up and down and pull them apart side to side. Now, even whenever you see me making wreaths, no matter what, I could be going really fast. I'm always doing that. Even if it's a different design and I'm putting some in the center, I'm always doing that. Taking them apart up and down and then side to side. So that little ruffle, that little thing right in there, you can see them. See how they're like ruffled together? We want to separate them. Okay? And therefore, now I'm not going to touch them again until the very end, but therefore, they won't just shift and go back on top of each other. If you just move them apart like this and you're like, okay, yeah, well, it's not really pulled apart right there at that very center, so it's going to move back and go on top of each other. Hi, Amy. Okay? So apart, up and down, apart, side to side. Small detail, big impact, helps your frustration. Okay? So I'm excited to be planning the July event. I'm super excited. If you missed it, I did close the doors. We have 12 gals coming from all over Montana, Indiana, Florida. Yep, that state too. Pennsylvania. Several here from Michigan. Did I say Indiana? And then there's one that I don't know. Yeah, she just signed up last night. So I'm excited to be planning. Hey, Cheryl. Cheryl, are you the Cheryl that just signed up last night? I'm pretty sure it was Cheryl. Is that you? I can't remember the last name. If you are interested in coming and you just haven't signed up yet, I still technically have room for 12 more. I think 12 is going to be a really good number. But if you are interested, just reach out to me. Nope. Oh, man. Okay, and I'm pretty sure her name was Cheryl. We have one Cheryl. Oh, no, her name was Caroline. Caroline signed up last night, and we have a Cheryl that signed up before. Okay. I want you to notice 2 things. 1, the ribbons are all over the place. 2, the mesh. I want you to notice the mesh on the outside. I'm in Kimball. However, my classroom is in Stacy. If you're interested, reach out to me. If you really are interested, reach out to me. My classroom is in St. Clair, not St. Clair Shores, St. Clair. Okay, all right, notice how messy it is here on the outside. Notice how messy the ribbons are. Notice how you can see the frame on the inside. Okay, ribbons are all kind of crazy, and the outside is a little messy. Okay. Yes, if you're really truly interested, because I did close the ticket sales, if you're really truly interested, text me directly. It's 810-498-2310. If you really are interested, text me, because I do have room for 12 more, but I got nervous, so I closed it. Okay, the sign, super cute, welcome, with the daisies and the ladybugs and the bright green and the yellow and the white back here, of course the red trim, the black, super duper cute. Love this. Also keep in mind this is a 12-inch sign. Okay, so, and I forgot to point this out at the beginning. So your, even also, look, even without the bow, look how cute it would be. It still would be cute, but we're going to add a bow. It still would be cute, though. That would still be cute. So we're still going to add the bow, and we're still going to do my hack around the outside of that. All right, so we have a 12-inch sign, 10-inch frame. Now, previously, on the other kits that I did, that I've showed you already, I've just used the circle, the hole that's in the top of that. You see, there's a hole right there. I'm not even showing you, right here. There's a hole there. Can you even see it? Yeah, there you can. You can use that, and we're going to, because that's how I'm going to do it. However, your kit does come with these zip tie mounts, okay? These little guys. If you're using them, I suggest you use reinforcement. So you would peel off the back of this. If you have zip tie, not zip tie. What's it called? The stuff, the sticky stuff that goes on. Super glue. Good gravy. Sorry. You have super glue. Add a little teeny tiny bit of that. But look, take note as to where the frame is and where the sign is, okay? So don't put it on the edge, because we have a little bit of trickiness happening when these holes are on the edge. But make sure you're putting your mounts under where the frame would go. Super glue, thank you. You knew what I was talking about, though. Okay, and then so add a little bit of super glue. I'm gonna put this back on there so I don't do it by accident. Okay, so you just put it on, and then even with a little bit of super glue, still, if I have to use these, I'm still adding extra zoop. Super glue, hot glue, good gravy. Let me start over again. Let me just start over. Hold on. Hot glue. There we go. Okay. If I have it on there, even with the super glue, I'm still going to use extra hot glue to kind of caulk it on so it stays. All right. So we are going to use the holes that are here. Yeah. Yes. We're going to use the holes that are here. That was an extra. Okay. We're going to get this thing out, since I have such trouble with words today. This thing. And we're going to go with green on the bottom, black and white polka dots, red with the white trim, and yellow with the black and white trim on the very top. Caulk it a bit. Yes, thank you with my words. Sometimes I get going, my brain is like 20 steps ahead. Oh, see, I forgot to say this. If I'm just crafting with legit a table full of chaos and mess, chaos. I almost turned the camera on last night and I was like, people are gonna scream because you can't make heads or tails out of anything. Would that bother you if I just did that? I had stuff everywhere in the last few days. Hey, Amy. Okay, so the ribbons for your bow, remember we know this because there's not 6 strips here, and it said on the listing 1.5 inch yellow buffalo plaid ribbon, or however it was described, for the bow. That's how we know. Okay, would not bother you? You sure? All right. Also, if you got this kit, just know this. I am telling you up front right this second. This yellow ribbon is not the thickest ribbon, but it is the cutest ribbon, and it is the perfect match for this mix. Okay, so it's thin, and the wire in it is thin, but it's still perfect. So you know how I say, you've heard me say this before if you've been around for a while, sometimes you wear fashion that hurts and you still wear it because it's cute. Sometimes I use ribbon that isn't the very best. It's not necessarily cheap. I'm not saying it's cheap. It's just not the best like thickness. Sometimes we need to see, okay, well then I just beware, because I could be turning on the camera and it could be messy. Okay. Just if you come and someone else is like, if you're here and you're watching and someone else is like, rah, 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 then just tell them to be nice. I think that's why I was afraid last night. All right, I'm starting with the bright green on the bottom of this bow. Oh, awesome. Me too, Elaine. I feel the same way when I'm usually watching, either I'm on the couch snuggled in for the night, or I'm crafting. So sometimes I'll turn on lives and I'm listening while I'm working too. And you should be doing that too. I'm putting the bright green, super bright, on the bottom. I want to see it, but I don't want it to be blaring out at me, right? So I'm putting it on the bottom. Also notice that typically I use at least one 2.5 inch ribbon in my bows, and this bow is going to have all 1.5 inches. Okay, all 1.5 inches. Again, this came with a kit, so if you're looking for this as a kit, all you got to do is type in the word Wreath Kit 261 and a link will be sent to you. Maybe add see, I'm gonna write that down because that is darling. Sorry. That's cute. Love it, Amber. Love it. Okay, ready? We're going to take our 1.5 inch ribbon. Now, because the sign is so big, we don't want a great big bow, okay? We don't want a great big bow. I don't want to hide my ladybugs. I don't want to hide the welcome. I'm okay if I hide a little bit of this here, but I certainly don't want to hide the ladybugs, and I don't want to hide my word. So I'm okay if the bow kind of just comes over this, no problem. Not a problem for me. My area is messy. Typically my area is messy. You just don't get to see it because it's over here. Unless you're overhead. Sometimes in design school, I like zoom out and you can see. Oh goodness. Yeah. See, I used to do that all the time. All right. I'm going to go with 7.5 inches. 7.5 inches on my tail. 7.5. And I'm going to go with 6 inches on my loop. 7.5 on the tail, 6 inches on the loop. Stay tuned. If you're watching this and you've purchased the kit and you have the kit and you're working on it, don't cut ahead, okay? Just stay with me because what we have left over, we're going to actually use in this kit. So stay with me. Okay, so 6 inches, and that's where I'm going to pinch. That's where I'm going to pinch. Now, just like the ribbon tails, those just like gathered together. So I'm going to pull that apart, pull it apart, and then twist. Small detail, big impact, okay? And then I'm going to come down and look and make sure I'm good. Grab the whole thing, pinch, twist, one more loop. Am I doing one more loop? No, just two. Sorry. 2 loops. 2 loops, 2 tails. That's it. 2 loops, 2 tails. Don't cut this. We're using it. Just got your order. What did you order, Tina? Or for me? If you ordered from me, you got some fun things in your package. Some extra things. Some helpful things. Okay. Green on the bottom because we don't want it to be blaring out. Next, I'm going to go with this super cute black and white with the polka dots. I'm cutting the edge dovetail, so I'm cutting on the fold up towards the edge to make our tail here. Same thing, 7.5. And then the tails are going to get a little bit, the loops are going to get a little bit shorter. So if I did 6, this is going to be about 5 3/4. I'm going to pinch, pull it apart so I have room back there to do the twist, twist, loop, pinch, twist with my tail, and then the tail is a little bit longer than, and then I'm going to go right on top here. Come in with the red. Coming in with the red. Okay. Tail. Loop. A little bit smaller. Pinch. Pull it apart. Twist. Loop. Pinch. Twist. Oh no! That ribbon is like, did I cut it or something? Look at that. You see it right there at the top? I ordered the ladybug. Awesome! Oh, super cool, Tina. All right, well, this is the video for you. I will, when this is over, I always download it and then upload it to YouTube so it's in both places because you know it deletes from Facebook. And some of you have ordered a kit from me 2 years ago and come back and you're like, okay, I need the video. So I always upload them to YouTube as well. Not all of our kits, by the way, not all of our kits come with a video. Most do, but not all. Like if I have enough for like 1 or 2 kits, I may list both of them instead of making one, right? All right, last one. Same, a little bit smaller. Okay, now this is about a full, this last one is about a full 1/2 inch smaller. Okay, full 1/2 inch smaller. Pinch. Remember I said this is the thinner ribbon. Pinch, twist, come down for my loop. Pinch, twist, and then the last tail. It's going to go right in there. Okay. Now I'm going to take, I have 3 pipe cleaners left. I'm going to take one of those. Take my bow up off of here. Make sure I scrunch it so it's nice and tight. Take my pipe cleaner from the top to the bottom. So from the top to the bottom. Where did you get the wire cutters? I'm gonna, Marsha, as soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna make a full post with all the things that you're gonna need, because you're gonna also ask me for the link to the stapler, all the things. So I'm gonna make one post with all the stuff. All right, I'm gonna take this And from the bottom, go just opposites, right? So if this tail goes to the right, this tail is going to go to the left. This tail goes to the left, this tail is going to go to the right. And I also just want to make sure that the colors aren't touching. So for example, this red is touching the black because that's what I see next to it. Or this red is touching the green. That's what I see the next to it. It's not touching the red to the red, you see? So I want it to fan out. Yes, no problem. I tried to post a link to the somebody asked for the zip tie. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Anyways, if the tail is on this side at the top, I'm going to put the tail on the opposite side at the bottom. Okay, simple as that. Just doing nice big X's. So if I had it on the bow maker, I'd go tail up, tail down. Got it? It just helps with it just helps. It helps with balance. It helps with what your eye sees. It's not bouncing all around and stopping. You're kind of telling it what to do without telling it what to do. You're telling your person, whoever's looking at it, what to do without telling them what to do. All right, before we go further and attach that, we're going to use this and this, and we're going to cut 8 inches. Wait, which one's our shortest one? Oh, let's get rid of this because of that. So this is probably going to be our shortest. 16. Okay, we're still going to do 8. 8 inches and 8 inches. 8 inches and 8 inches. So we are going to use this. Remember I pointed out those holes at the top, right? I pointed out the holes at the top that are on the sign that are not attractive. We don't want to see those. So let's work with what we got and hide them, right? Right. And the yellow is the longest. Because it was the last wreath we put in, so we're going to use the yellow. This part of the yellow we're also going to use, okay? All right, ready? I'm just going to line all these up, one on top of another, so I can cut all the ends at the same time. So that they're all just that dovetail. So fold it, cut on the fold up towards the edge, and then on this side, because they ended up not being exactly 8 inches, I'm going to realign those so that they're all getting cut, and then dovetail the ends of those. Now, I make these bows and sell them separately. They sell also, just so you know, they do sell. All right, I'm gonna use my, I always remember you saying, you control the bow, 100%, you totally do. I'm gonna use this small peg here. So if you don't have the Easy Bow Maker, you can lay them in a crisscross and then just scrunch them up. This gives it just a little bit better of a look. Okay, a little bit better of a look. So we're just gonna scrunch up the center and lay it in there. Scrunch up the center, make sure that was on the top, and lay it in there. Same thing, scrunch it, lay it in, scrunch it, lay it in. And then I'm gonna start with the next one. However, I don't want the green to go on top of the green. I want the green to go opposite. So I'm going to take that same layer, the same order. It's fine. And this one's going to go still right on top of the yellow again. Okay. Just so it can go opposite on top of the next, the red, and then the black and white. You could do the 7 inches or you can do it 8 inches. I chose to do 8. Okay, so it's like, now doing it this way, again, you could layer them crisscross and then just scrunch it, but this gives it like dimension because it builds a stack there in the middle, like this. So it's Wreath Kit 261. Wreath Kit 261. I'm going to take our pipe cleaner. Make sure it's in the center. So I want equal amounts of that pipe cleaner on both sides for this particular step. And then nice and tight, crisscross, twist, twist. You don't have to twist it any more than that. I'm just going to make sure I kind of see all of them. Fluff that out, making sure they ended up flat. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, but now we can see the pipe cleaner. So now we got another problem, which is when we're going to take our leftover piece. I don't need to be that long. This is just under 3 inches long. But I am going to fold that in and fold it in because 1.5 inches is too wide for that center. It's too wide. So I just folded it in so that I have smaller width. And then go right around the center. Okay, and then I'm going to glue. So glue, glue, glue so that it is like underneath, so you can't see it. And then I'm going to glue, glue, glue underneath here. Ah, come on, stay, just be good. Ow. And then take off all this little excess so you don't see it. And then even though I did glue it, I'm still going to take the pipe cleaners and kind of like secure it in just one more time, just so I don't have to worry about it coming apart. It's not going to come apart, but just so I don't have to worry about it. So the back looks like that. Okay. Now all is left is to assemble, which is what we're going to do now. Okay. This goes at the top of your sign in the top hole. There's a hole there already. That's going to go in the top, and that's going to be what hides the top hole. It's also going to be what attaches your sign at the top to the frame. Okay? So one pipe cleaner does both of those jobs. Darling. So cute. Oh, Lynn. I hope you guys have fun over there. It's always a good time. Always, always, always. Let's take off this sign that says Made in China. Mostly because, and usually I don't worry about it when the sign goes into the wreath. However, there's a big hole here in this one, so you could end up seeing, the whatever goes on in the back. So I don't want you to see a big sign that says Made in China. Okay, so now remember, the frame not as big as the sign. So I mentioned already, a little bit tricky when we're trying to take the pipe cleaner that's at the top of your 12 inches to go around the frame that's 1.5 inches down, right? So you'll hear me, I'm going to be walking you through it and talking you through it, but I'm going to take these pipe cleaners and they're going to go through the mesh to the frame. Okay, you're not going to be able to see it because it's going to be underneath. So I'm going to be talking you through it, okay? So that's where that's going to go. And then the other pipe cleaner that you have left is going to go down here at the bottom of the sign, like this. And you're going to do the same thing. And then when we put in the bow, we're going to put it close to this pipe cleaner so we can hide it. Okay, so everything gets hidden. All the mechanics and all the yucky from the inside gets hidden. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Okay. All right, moving the ribbon out of the way just so that I can get to the pipe cleaners so that I can attach it. Everyone joining me on your lunchtime. Probably past lunchtime now. I have no idea what time it is. Just remember, if you're shifting this up a little bit, like sometimes we do to accommodate for the bow, just remember you're gonna have a heck of a time trying to get that pipe cleaner at the top down to where you need it to be. So don't be shifting too much. Okay, and I'm just gonna snuggle that in so that the sign is snug to the frame. 1 o'clock. Oh, we got plenty of time. Plenty of time. I also want to show you that wreath that I did. It's so pretty. Okay. Then from here, flipping it, going to the top, doing the same thing, just wiggling it right in. And don't forget, we have to do our hack. We've gotta do it. Necessary. This, I'm going to show you another trick. This isn't the hack, but this is another trick that I use. I couldn't get that pipe cleaner from where we were. Or from where it came in. I couldn't get it around the whole frame, okay? So I used the hole from one of our 10-inch curls. I'm going to turn over and show you. I use that. I do that a lot, okay? So I couldn't get this part of the pipe cleaner. You see it's little. I couldn't get that part of the pipe cleaner to come all the way through here and then able to meet this guy, right? Because also remember, I want it to tie on the side. I don't want it to tie up here because that end of the pipe cleaner is pokey. Oh yeah, sometimes listen, my little fingers type in the wrong letters, just like I say the wrong words. Yeah, it's got to be exact. So then I'm going right on the edge to twist. Okay, so it came right through this hole. It didn't go around the whole thing, right? And then I'll twist, 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 and hide it underneath there. There. Not moving, right? And then we're going to add in our bow. So I'm going to add it right where I said, kind of right off to the edge here, so that it's going to still hide that pipe cleaner. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, even though I forget my words all the time. This is a wreath kit. At least it was available when I started this live. If you type in the word wreath kit 261, all one word, our automated system will send you the link. Wreath Kit 261. It's going to send you the link directly to our shop, and then when you get there, just go to the top and type in Wreath Kit. Or you can go to the Wreath Kit section, because there's one other kit in there that isn't a wreath. It's a patriotic. Ooh, it's right there. Can you see it? No, you can't see it. It's right there. It's a patriotic centerpiece. So if you go to the actual folder for the wreath kits that's in there. Section, whatever it's called, I don't know. All right, tying this in, and then we gotta do our hack. Put all our ribbon in place, do our hack. This is super cute. Darling, so cute. Just really sweet. I love ladybugs. And they're actually very popular, which I didn't realize that they are very popular. Sign of good luck. Fertility. We're gonna fix our ribbons first before we do the hack. So they're all in place. All in place. Y'all, I appreciate it when you ask for my specific links. Whatever it is, if I'm offering a link for you to click on, it somewhere, somehow helps me. I am an Amazon affiliate, so when you click on that, it's not extra money for you. It's not different for you. It's not anything. But I do get like commission, so I truly appreciate when you do that for me. I can't see what you're buying. Actually, that's not true. I can see what people are buying. I can't see who buys it. Sometimes y'all's purchases give me ideas, actually. That's the truth. So I appreciate that very much. Thanks, Donna. Super cute. Okay, so I'm going to show it to you in this state because I want to point out a couple things that we're going to be fixing. Look how cute, but look, you see this opening here? No go. Okay, cute, no go. We don't want that. So we're going to use our little teeny tiny stapler. I'm not sure if we have enough, but we're going to try. We're going to use a teeny tiny stapler, and I'm going to take the edge of, I love this shirt. The edges of both. Can y'all see this? Oh, thanks, Kathy. The edges of both. Can y'all see that? Yeah. I'm going to go right in there, and it's all the way in and staple. Do the same thing, all the way in and staple. Over here to where our gap is. Now, in this one, I'm even going to kind of open that circle a little bit. This is going to do two things, because when the 10-inch curl kind of sits in, and so I'm going to push it in a little bit so it looks even. Listen, there's always a way. There's always a way. And I did this one. I was recording it. Yeah, I was recording one of the kits, and I was like, oh, I tried to use, because remember I tell you, use the mesh, the first 6 pieces that come off that roll. Well, I thought I was gonna, I'm experienced and I can figure it out to make it look. I couldn't figure it out. I tried, and then I was in trouble because it didn't look right. And so then thus the stapler came out. And I think it's a good idea to do it on all of them. You don't have to, obviously, but I think it's a good idea to do it on all of them because it will help them stay where you want them to. Adorable, super duper cute. Yes, Marcia, yes, look at how cute. Darling. Well, let's make that super duper. Really cute. From the side. Now I don't have to worry about I don't have to worry about it shifting during transportation. It's nice and clean on the back. I love this. I know it looks backwards because Facebook doesn't do it the other way anymore, but it's super cute. Thanks very, very much. After this, I will post all the things you need. The wire cutters, the stapler, the glue gun. What else did you ask me for? Kathy, on there were a few that it happened to me, but I used on the kit that I was using, I had 2 kits that had, oh, speaking of, one roll of mesh will technically, now that we have this hack, will technically give you 2 Pancake Petite bases. Look at that for stretching materials. I'm going to the cutters. Yeah, the cutters. I'm going to show you where to go for alerts. So instead of, I saw somebody type in the word notify. Instead of doing that, this is a better way. It is our alerts list. It's a better way. Okay, so when I go live, you'll get a link straight to your messenger of me live. Okay. Tawana, I'll talk you through it right just 1 second. Okay, we're at Sincerely Creative Mom. If you go right here where it says Sincerely Creative Mom alerts, click there and then follow the 1 or 2 prompts. It's from Facebook. It's free. But then when I go live, it will send you an alert immediately. Okay, let's go through the cut the wire, cut the blah, 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 blah. Sometimes I feel like I am AI. All right, we have a 10-inch frame, 12 twist ties. On the outside twist tie, we cut off the mesh 6 20-inch pieces. 6 pieces, 20 inches long. That goes as a cruffle on the outside twist tie. Then we cut the next 6 at 10 inches. Okay, that goes as a curl on the inside twist tie. The kit also came with the ribbons for your tails, which are 14 inches long. It came with the ribbons for your bow, which we talked through those measurements as we created it. We had enough left over for the top, which these are about 8 inches. You could also do 7. Measure your ribbon first so that you know. You could also do 7 inches, and then all together. Okie dokie. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, also, if I make this with these, you want me to see that? You want to see that or no? It's one thing I was going to do last night, and then I got too tired. I couldn't see straight. Okay. That's all I got for you right this very second. I appreciate you. I love you. Have a great time. Have a good everything. Look for the posts, and I'll be posting a list with everything. Make sure you listen. It's going to kill my algorithm because of all the links. So make sure you comment on it and say something so that it helps. It helps. Okie dokie. Thank you for that. Okay, bye.